Hello. All right. Here's my 5 minutes today. Um, it's been a good day. I still am trying to figure out the whole like eating when to eat thing. And I'm just right now just trying to kind of follow what my body seems to want. And it's just to not eat in the morning. I find that if I eat breakfast first thing, and I know that for some people it's really great, but for me, if I eat breakfast first thing, I'm more hungry, like I'm hungry all day and I snack all day. And if I don't and I just drink like water, like I generally have like hot lemon water in the morning, and or the Plexus Slim. Really, I'm kind of having half a pack of that in a bottle of water every day. Sometimes I do it twice, but usually it's just once. It makes me feel better, and I am like alert, not like right now. I'm alert and focused, and I actually have more energy. And then as I start to get hungry in the afternoon, then that's when I eat, which is probably why I'm sort of doing, what is it called? The intermittent fasting. Like I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm just kind of eating when I want to eat, and I'm trying to eat things that are healthy. Or if I'm stuck in a spot where it's not super healthy, like yesterday at Cafe Rio, then I have half one. Cafe Rio was delicious. I went to Cafe Rio with my son, and he had actually just had lunch. And I did what I normally do, and I ordered a burrito. I don't love salad. I think that lettuce tastes like dirt. I like vegetables and stuff, it's fine, but I like them steamed just a little bit. And so I ordered this whole burrito, and I could see it. I was looking at it, and I'm like, I'm going to end up eating this whole thing. But luckily, he took me up on the offer, and he ate half, and I ate half. And then it was like, oh, this is super good. It was delicious and really filling. Like I found, like, I mean, this is a big burrito, so half of it should be plenty filling. Your stomach's only like this big, right? The burrito was at least that big, if not bigger. So with that, and I did have a Diet Coke yesterday, which I very rarely have, but it was, excuse me, I'm so sorry. It was lovely and enjoyable. I think I don't talk to people all day. I talk and like air comes up. Anyhow, but what's really interesting about today is one that I had another great day. I felt great. I got a ton done this morning, and then I did the DDP workout. I just do it when I can do it. My problem is I want to get up and do it first thing in the morning, but my first thing in the morning is that I go live in a Facebook group at 6:30 in the morning, and I generally am sort of just rolling out of bed and talking to my kids and trying to make sure that everything's like in order for a minute before I go live in my pajamas. And so I hadn't, I'm at 3 minutes. So I haven't been able to do that because I'd have to get up a whole hour early, which means I need to go to bed earlier. And I keep meaning to go to bed earlier, but last night I had this awesome talk with my teenage daughter for like 2 hours, and you need to take advantage of those. So we talked about college and boys and stuff, and it was really good. So I went to bed closer to midnight again. So when my alarm went off at 5:20, I wasn't going to get up and do DDP from 5:20 to 6:30. Anyway, so I did it when I could, which was just recently. And then I ran downstairs, and I'm actually near my kitchen. There's my kitchen. Because I have to go to a church youth thing tonight, and it's my turn to bring the treat. And you know, I need to be able to be around, and I actually love to cook. I love to bake, and I need to be able to bake, and because it makes me happy without like sweating, eating everything. So I hadn't really eaten anything. Like I had like a small breakfast. I actually had like some hummus and tomatoes and something like earlier this morning that's been holding me over. Oh, that's right. I caved. I had half of a McDonald's hash brown because my son only ate half of his, because there was once a month we go in the drive-through in the morning and we get an apple juice and a hash brown. It's kind of a tradition. And today was that day, and he only ate half of it. And I was brought up in a family that you don't waste food. And so I'm like, I paid $1.50 for that. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I only had half of it, because it was like, at first it was like, oh, this is really delicious because it's salt and fat. And then it was like, this is really terrible. So I had to write that down. Anyway, so I just went to the kitchen because I'm going to make a texture sheet cake. In fact, I'm going to make two because I know my family will want one. And so I'm going to make one right after the other so that I can take one up to church tonight and I can leave one for my family. And I have to be able to do that and not eat all the things. Like having a bite is okay, but I have to not just eat, and I hadn't eaten anything. So I stopped and I remembered that years ago I tried this banana and egg pancake thing, and I think I did it wrong. But I took one banana and two eggs and a teensy bit of vanilla and a little bit of salt, and I mixed them together and I cooked them. Now, it didn't cook up like a pancake, but I guess I think it was supposed to only be one egg. But I just ate it, and my husband's diabetic, so I put a little bit of, like a little bit, like the 2 tablespoons it calls for, of his sugar-free like syrup, which isn't great, but it was good. And I'm lying. It was really delicious because I haven't been eating sweets. And so a banana and 2 eggs and 15 calories worth of fake sugar. I'm trying to stay away from the fake sugar, but that was really good. Next time I'll probably have jam. I usually eat an organic strawberry jam, and that was really good. So it was delicious, and now I'm sitting here and I feel like satiated and full because I've had 2 eggs and a banana, and now I can bake without just like eating it the entire time because batter is delicious. All right, here I go from scratch making the cakes. It was a good day. Oh, and I hadn't eaten anything. It was before this little meal here, but I stood on my my scale, and it said, at first it said 195.8. And then I stepped off and I took a shower and I got back on and it said 196.2. But even that, I mean, the fact that like on January the 1st, I weighed in at 201, that's amazing. Eating right, doing some DDP. I'm a happy girl today.